Yo guys, what is going on? Welcome to the preview. You guys, I've had to wait 14 days. Neither enough, not so much 14 days. Maybe just a few short of that, but I've had to wait a long time. That's what it is. I've had to wait a long time. It feels like to me a long time anyway, even though it's only been like a week and a bit to make this video. Now you guys, you know how much I love making my previews and my reviews and all my other videos. Love my live streams. Live stream returns on Sunday. Yes, that is correct. If you guys want to see me live stream, make sure to be on this channel approximately around 1:20 on Sunday afternoon. I will be watching both the Super Sunday games, but I'll be sat in this exact position talking to you guys whilst you watch Super Sunday, watch me watch Super Sunday. If that makes absolutely any sense about the Super Sunday, so Super Sunday a million times. Well, I'm going to stop saying Super Sunday as I've just confused myself. This is obviously the preview, but yeah, be there. This is obviously the preview of Barnsley vs Middlesbrough, which takes place. See, I confused myself now. Preview of Barnsley vs Middlesbrough, which takes place down at Oakwell this Saturday, 3 PM kickoff. I will be there. Like I say, I'm buzzing to be there. I've actually missed it, man. I've genuinely missed watching Middlesbrough play football. I'm not gonna lie, genuinely missed it. Can't wait for the travel. Can't wait to get there. If you guys want to get an interview and let your voice be heard after the game, make sure to find the Boro TV lads. They'll be somewhere on the away end, around the away end after the game. So as soon as the match finishes, you can even look for me, as I'll be stood with them. If obviously you want to queue up and get, obviously get your interview, the man Guesty, and obviously Gav will be recording it. As if you see them, if you see me, if you see Gav, or if you see Guesty, if you know what they look like. If you don't know what they look like, just look for me, and you'll see me next to a guy with a camera. That's Gav, and that guy with a microphone. That's Guesty. Come over to us, just stand and wait for the other guy to be spoken to. Then you'll go in and you give your voice and your opinion about the game against Barnsley. Hopefully it's going to be all positive from us Boro fans. That's what I'm kind of hoping. Four and a bit over that, 4,000 and a bit Boro fans go in there. Fantastic support, to be quite honest. I say it's fantastic. And I mean, people say Boro haven't got a good. People say Boro haven't got a great following support. But I tell you what, man, them people are wrong. We sell out most of the away games. I probably, yeah, like I say, we're absolutely fantastic. The next away games we're going to be going to, it's pretty much all of them this month. I think we're going to do Bournemouth, Hull. We've got Reading, obviously Cardiff at home, and obviously we've got Barnsley. There's a lot of games again in this month, just like it was last month. But listen, the Boro are playing. We've got to be where the Boro are. On the sheet in front of me, I've got to keep hold of it because otherwise it's going to fall down. As you guys know, I only film with your laptop. I've got it written down in front of me right now. This is the Barnsley preview, and I've sort of done a thing this week. I was just saying for my new preview. We're about to talk Middlesbrough and I talk Barnsley, so we kind of compare the stats, the last 5 games, the top goal scorers. Then we go into my personal favourite, which is the head-to-head stats. I don't know why it's my personal favourite. I just love to do it. So we talk about what's the ground called. Many fans may know if you are a Barnsley fan or if you are a Boro fan. Many fans may not know. The ground is called Oakwell. It is a home of Barnsley, which is approximately around about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours away from Middlesbrough. So not too far to go for an away day. I've been to Barnsley once before. We did lose. Actually, I researched it earlier. It was 2009. And I don't think you can see the ticket. If I just try and adjust my camera for you guys, the ticket is literally that one right there. That one there is a Barnsley ticket from 2009. 2009-2010 season. Justin Hoyt, he scored an absolute pearler, but I think he miskicked it. He sort of bent it pretty much on the corner flag. It was straight in the back of the net. We went into break 1-0 and came out and lost the game 2-1. And if you want to know how many years ago that was, and you feel like it wasn't too long ago, ladies and gentlemen, Danny Coyne was in goal for us that afternoon. So yeah, think back to when Danny Coyne played for us. It was a long time ago. So hopefully we can go there this Saturday and obviously get a different result. The manager of Barnsley is Paul Heckingbottom. Very good. Well, he's not. Well, he's more of a head coach than what he's a manager. That's what he said. Anyways, he said he is a head coach. Very good manager as well. Barnsley aren't a bad team, to be honest with you. I mean, they are a bit hit and miss, but you know what I mean. They can turn big teams over. They can turn obviously just the average team over. So I'm not expecting Boro to walk all over Barnsley on Saturday. If I'm quite honest, I feel like it will be a tough game. But we will get to my prediction very soon. Now we talk about Barnsley's last 5 games, Middlesbrough's last 5 games. Start with Barnsley's. They have won 1, drawn 2, and lost 2. Obviously that loss record doesn't look very pretty for them. And I'll talk about right now whether I say lost and picked up points and whatnot. So they took 3 points from the last 5 games, which obviously isn't great. I mean, obviously there's a lot of points on offer there. You've only managed to get 3. Not exactly fantastic with Barnsley, at their point of view. Like I say, they lost to Villa at home 3-0. Lost to Wolves 2-1. I mean, they're 2 teams which people are expecting to be up there this season. They beat Millwall 3-1, which actually shocked me a little bit. I thought Millwall would have beat Barnsley at the afternoon, but Barnsley actually turned them over, beat them 3-1. They drew to QPR at Oakwell 1-1, and they drew 1-1 to Preston at Deepdale. So when you look at their run of games that they've had, I mean, for Barnsley as well, they're not exactly easy. I mean, QPR, we see them down here. They were fairly decent. Ian Holloway had them playing some good football the afternoon. They played Middlesbrough. Preston, I said it. Many other fans said that Preston should have came away from Middlesbrough with 3 points. Obviously, they played Wolves. They beat us at the start of the season, and obviously they went and spent well, and they are up there at the minute. Aston Villa, obviously we drew 0-0 with them a few weeks ago, and we also beat them in the Cup 2-0. But in terms of them teams, the reason why they've only picked up 3 points is because they have played hard opposition, if you like. Them teams aren't always easy to break down, and they've played some tough teams there. Now we look at Middlesbrough. We have won 1, drawn 3, and lost 1. So our loss record is great. That we've only lost 1 game, but we have drawn 3. It would have been nice to have them 3 draws into wins. We have took 5 points from our last 5 games. Was it good? Was it not? Not really. It's only 2 points better off than what Barnsley got from their 5 games. Obviously, we look back at our last 5 games as well. We drew 0-0 to Aston Villa at Villa Park. We beat QPR 3-2. We drew to Fulham 1-1. Lost 1-0 to Norwich, and then obviously before going to international break, we drew 2-2 to Brentford. So yeah, I mean, we've had tough games as well. Let's be honest. We've not exactly had the easiest of teams. Fulham away was a tough game. We all know if you were there. However, you know how tough that game was to watch. We had to scrap it out for the point. Obviously, we did. Christie obviously came with a great goal. Norwich, they came down here. They had the game plan, they executed to perfection, and we just weren't on par that night. Then obviously Brentford came here, and they were fairly decent that obviously that afternoon. You know what I mean? They weren't afraid to go at us, and like I said, Brentford played some really, really nice football at times. Managed to get the 2 goals, managed to get 2 back, and now we come out this international break. Boro should feel refreshed. Hopefully Gary Monk sort of sorted out his tactics. Hopefully he does his best 11 now, because that would be ideal going into Barnsley, which is obviously a 3 points that is much needed, to be honest with you. We need these 3 points massively. Start climbing up that table, hopefully, and like I say, try and repay Steve Gibson back for obviously the money put in the club, and to all the fans that have obviously spent money on their season tickets this season, and the fans that's walking, obviously the fans that pay on the door. So hopefully now we can start climbing up the table a little bit more. We just got to hope that Monk's has his tactics sorted out. Now we look at top scorers going into this game, and they've got a striker that I was recognisable too, and that is Tom Bradshaw. He has 7 goals this season. He has 2 more than a Britt Sombalonga, who was our top goal scorer, who is currently sat on 5 goals. You can say Britt Sombalonga hasn't really been firing of late. I agree. I mean, the guy hasn't really been on form, really, has he? He scored a couple of goals. I mean, he got a couple at Bolton, who were bottom of the table. He got one against, he got a couple against Burton. And then one was against QPR. So, I mean, Bolton and Burton, would you say they're championship rivals? I mean, or should I say even championship opposition? Not really, they're more of a League One team, but he still got 5 goals. Obviously, he has missed a fair few chances this season. Hopefully, he can put them right throughout the remainder of the season, but it's all about keeping him fit. If we don't have to panic, because we do have the backup there. We have Patrick Bamford. We obviously have Ashley Fletcher. I would love to see the partnership of Bamford and Vossen return. Not so much them 2 players, but sort of get that going if it means between Sombalonga and Bamford, or Sombalonga and Braithwaite. Somewhere, because when we had them 2 there, everyone knows, Borough fans know, we were on fire that season. Especially when we had a partnership just like them 2. If we can get a partnership, where basically get 2 players playing exactly the same, almost, just bang them in every week, that'd be fantastic, to be quite honest with you, and it'd be a fantastic season. If we look at the head-to-head stats now, you guys know how much I do my head-to-head stats. I don't know why, I just do. So the last time Barnsley took on Middlesbrough was obviously I was in the league. Obviously they met after this, but this particular one was in the league. And this is back in the 13-14 season. They met at Oakwell, where the score ended 3-2 to obviously Barnsley beat us 3-2. That was on the 19th of October 2013. Then obviously the New Year's came. We all had a good party, and Boro did on the afternoon that we met at Barnsley on the 26th of April. Boro actually came out on top with that one, winning the game 3-1. We did meet again at Auckland in the FA Cup just a season later, where Middlesbrough went there and they won 2-0. So, yeah, I mean, not bad head-to-head stats really. They've won one, we've pretty much won two, one being an FA Cup. So, but we've seen that there. We didn't win at their place. We haven't really got the best records going to Barnsley, if I'm honest with you. Obviously, over the last couple of years, they do normally beat us there, but we've got to put it right, man. We've got to put it right. We can't lose this game. And I know it's daft saying this now in October, but we cannot lose this game. We have to win it. We have to start getting points. We have to start getting up that table as quick as possible. I'll run you through my starting 11, which I would like to see at Barnsley. It is a 4-2-1-3. Yeah, 4-2. Hang on, 4-2-1-1-2, whatever it is. It is a defence, it's two midfielders, it's an attacking midfielder, and 3 players making up the strike force. So you work that one out on your own end. 4-2-1-3. Yeah, that's how it is. So in goal, obviously I got the man Darren Randolph. Sorry for confusion there, for confusion over that formation. Just listen to the players I've got instead if it's going to be confusing. Darren Randolph starts in goal, as he's been in my team every single week. The guy's fantastic. Let's be honest, the guy's fantastic. Yes, okay, he does concede goals. Every goalkeeper in the world concedes goals. This guy's an absolute bargain. Premier League #1 last season for West Ham United. He came here because he's obviously seen ambition and drive in Middlesbrough. Obviously I watched him midweek. No, I wasn't there at Wales, but I did watch him for the Islands on the TV. Him and Christie had a fantastic game. Randolph was absolutely on par that night. The back four is made up of, with one change from the Brentford game, which is Christie. Fry comes back in for Shotton. Ben Gibson and Fabio. Then they got the back four. To why did Fry ever get taken out? I have no idea. Was it because of the mistake? Listen, players make mistakes. We also watched Dale Fry in action for the under-21s. Unfortunately, I couldn't be there, but I did find a way to watch the game. I thought he had a decent game as well. My 2 holding midfielders who just sit in front of the 4 defenders. And it's the old boys. I mean, it's not so much the old boys. It's almost like the band is back now. We've got Adam Clayton and Grant Ledbetter. You might say Johnny House is still out of the team. Surprisingly, he's not out of the team now. I know I've been slating that guy. He's an attacking midfielder in my eyes, and everyone else said it. Norwich fans have said it. He's an attacking midfielder. You don't have to play him so deep. Johnny Howson is my number 10 for Barnsley. Why not play him there? Why not see what his strengths are? I think is vital that he plays. He's vital. We are losing him in that midfield so badly. He is the missing piece of our midfield. Is Ledbetter as well as we need number 10. We need Grant Ledbetter in this team. He is so passionate, man. He's almost like the passion in his squad. He almost drives the players to want to win the game. So Ledbetter and Clayton, I'm holding midfielders. Johnny Howson's my number 10. Now Johnny Howson for me, we see him against Brentford. He set up the second goal with that assist where he just ran through the defence. If he could do that from a holding midfielder's perspective, put him in a centre attacking midfielder and see exactly what we can do. Why not? Just try it. Just try it, Mr. Monk. You never know. You never know, let's be honest. On the right-hand side, I wanted to drop this guy. I said this on the third half. If you don't know the third half, it is a talk show on Butterfan TV. You can find that. You can go find that on the Facebook page of Butterfan TV, and you will see it with me and Jimmy Lees, as we discussed Middlesbrough's quarter half of the season. I didn't want to see Traore in, but more I think about this game, the more I think the guy just had 14 days off when it leads up to this game. He's going to feel fresh. Why not put him in? I did want to see like Fletcher, but Fletcher used to play for Barnsley. So will he occasionally get to him just like he got to a Sombalonga for Nottingham Forest? Maybe not. Maybe because he didn't spend that many seasons there. But even so, don't really want to take the risk. Patrick Bamford, again, he could come on the right wing, but I hate watching him on the right wing. The guy likes to play as a striker. He can't really play on the right wing, so don't put him on the right wing. Traore will start. On the other side, you might be thinking, is it Stuart Downing? Is it Marvin Johnson? It's not. It's going to be Braithwaite. I was really impressed with this guy at Brentford. I was really impressed with his movement. As soon as he got on the ball, it looked like he could do something with it. Why not put him on the left to see what we can do? If it doesn't work out for you, you could always bring him as a number 10 if Johnny Howson's on a bad game, and maybe shot Marvin Johnson out on the left. Why not just play him in behind Sombalonga? I mean, that's what he might do. It might start with Johnson on the left, Braithwaite in behind Sombalonga. I don't see why not. And then obviously my striker is Mr. Sombalonga. So that's my starting 11. You guys let me know what your starting 11 will be in the comments, and let me know your score prediction. My score prediction for this game is going to be Barnsley 1, Middlesbrough 3. I feel like it won't. I feel like it won't be an easy game. I know that scoreline is obviously looks like an easy scoreline, but I don't think it will be. I think we will have to. You know, we will have to fight on Saturday. Barnsley have had 14 days off. Let's not forget, everybody's fresh, and everybody wants to kind of make a good comeback to the league action. I feel like Barnsley, and I feel like they will score first. You know, we have been scoring first of late, but that's not the reason why. I just feel like, you know, sometimes we do start slow, and it has come back to bite us this season. And I do say it on here. I say it on Boro Fan TV interviews and for every single week. Can we please stop starting slow? Boro is driving me insane. I can see it happening again. For quite not to be negative, I do feel like we will win the game 3-1. I just feel like Barnsley will come out, and if Boro start slow, then we will concede first. But I do think that we will find our way back into the game, find our feet, and win the game 3-1. If I have to give you some goal scorers now, obviously Tom Bradshaw. He's their man. He's their main man at the minute. He will for me, if it ends 3-1, he will be their goal scorer for them. For Middlesbrough, I would like to see Braithwaite get on the score sheet, and I'd like to see Asombalonga get another 2 to add to his tally this season. Guys, that's been the Barnsley preview versus Middlesbrough. Obviously, I hope you guys have enjoyed this preview. If you have, smash that like button down below. Subscribe if you are new around here, and get ready because the review's coming. Saturday night review. Will it be a rant? Will I be happy and eating a palmo? You guys will have to find out. Up the butter.